Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll keep it on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds his man, it's Thurman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And those 2 couldn't make the connection, it's an incomplete pass.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is awesome.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. To the ground, he's got it again. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Tate. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Caught close to the marker. It's Tate. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Looking to throw again. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A long way to go on fourth and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So the Washington Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Williams will pass. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Thurman. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The quick out. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Swings it out to his running back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for space. It's Donaldson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
To the air, it's Sayin. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Right on the money. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Turning it on! Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all.
The pass intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Green. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Donaldson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 4 over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. A strike downfield. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quick spin on the run.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out fast. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Williams will pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Let's go!
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Donaldson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Tate. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the
to the end zone, and is picked off.
That teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Give to the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On play action on first down. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. The lone back's got it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Boston. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. It's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the... Oh, it's a fake. Fires to the middle. He dropped it. They had everything dialed up, and he didn't make the catch. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quickly to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Fires one high and deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Here comes the heat.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Indiana. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Williams looking for a man. That's caught. It's Williams. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Williams.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today. And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Here's a heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Tate. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Williams will pass. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A loss of 5 yards on the play.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things.